He's a ninth grader that started off his year with a kidney transplant, which he got from his mother. He does work from his hospital. He's been in and out of the hospital due to severe bouts and organ rejection. Alexander Farmer is a kindergartner working on first grade curriculum. He'll be in second grade curriculum next year. His allergies can be severe enough to cause anaphylaxis. When he goes on field trips with this school, there always have to be 2 EpiPens close at hand.
Representative Riley yields.
The representative from District 52 has Madeline Higbee, a 7th grader, attending this school with whooping cough. She's not currently hospitalized, but attending Orca has allowed her to continue her schooling, where otherwise she'd be excluded. She lives in Corbett. Representative from the upper left coast has Hannah Dillon, 10th grader with a congenital heart disease. She's in and out of the hospital and doctor's offices. She was recently in the hospital. She has a laptop, and she's able to do schoolwork in her hospital and in the waiting rooms. She lives in North Plains. The representative from North Eugene has a young man who's a 4th grader completing and excelling in his 5th grade curriculum. He's being treated for a brain tumor, brain cancer. Learning, hearing, walking, working, performing manual tasks, caring for himself, these are areas that are all affected. He is periodically at Dornbecker's Hospital. He lives in Eugene. The representative from Corvallis and Philomath has a young lady by the name of Shannon Long who attends this school. She's a 9th grader. She's a 9-year-old taking 7th and 8th grade tag coursework. She receives A's and B's. She has a 504 plan and is living with life-threatening food allergies. She has extreme allergic reactions to contact with many foods and even aerosol exposure. I have a list of many more, but you get the point. The question was asked earlier of the 900 students that are on a waiting list right now to enroll in Orca in the fall, would they be able to enroll? And the answer was if they're not currently enrolled or they're not related to somebody who's currently enrolled, they don't get to enroll. These could be children in your districts who have severe health problems, and this is their lifeline. This is their ability to continue doing schoolwork. And the answer is no, I'm sorry. We can't really explain to you what it is that virtual schools did that was so horribly wrong, but we have put a moratorium on them, and you cannot enroll and attend school from your hospital bed. There's been some consternation on this floor about identifying the power structure behind this bill, but their names are on it. How can it be a violation to read the names on the bill? It's the teachers' union that wants this bill. They brought it. They have told members of this body that it is their #1 priority to pass this bill. Why? Why? What offense did this and these schools commit? Ladies and gentlemen, they're not unionized. Their employees are not unionized. Many of you are familiar with this email that went from the lobbyist for the teachers union to the lawyer for the Department of Education. The language in here is so very important. The lobbyist writes, finally, the other chief sponsor wants to make sure that the effect is that Orca be given until the end of their existing contract to wind down so kids aren't left immediately high and dry. The chief sponsors are eager to get this done in a hurry, of course, so once again, I'm groveling and grateful. If we're going to pass this bill, let's be very clear about what is happening. No one can give an example of what this school did to harm anyone that would motivate us to slap a moratorium on them so immediately. If you want to have a task force and examine this issue, let's do that. But why should children that are waiting in line and their families desperately looking for an educational option that will work for them be told, no, I'm sorry, the doors are closed, you cannot enroll your child this fall? Can't really explain why. The answer is no. The representative from Park Rose said the conditions are flawed and in need of repair. Says who? How many of you have visited Orca at their headquarters in Scioto? How many of you have gone and sat with an Orca family and watched their child learning? Or any of the other online schools?
Representative Krieger yields.
To the representative from Park Rose, I would say, tell these children and families that they're valuable. I know you will agree with me that bullying and intimidation are bad things. These employees who work at this school are worried about their jobs. Help remove fear and intimidation from these families and workers. Proponents of SB 767 have termed the bill as a childlike timeout so that the proponents can address their concerns about online charter schools. This childlike timeout has very serious consequences for thousands of Oregonians. With the passage of this timeout, thousands of students will be denied an education model that allows them to be successful. With the passage of this timeout, dozens of qualified public school teachers will be terminated and forced into unemployment. With passage of this timeout, the work by our State Board of Education over the last 2 years will be, incredibly, nullified. This bill hurts children, this bill hurts teachers, and our State Board of Education. This is a bad bill. David desperately needs us to stand up to Goliath. We can stand with children. We can stand with children and families today and say, we will not deny you access to a school you believe will work for your family. That's not what we do here. Vote no on Senate Bill 767.